There's this thing, and it's called the Keystone XL Pipeline, and it was proposed in 2008, originally when Obama was president, and the proposal was to run a oil pipeline from Alberta, Canada to Texas, and they broke it into two segments. So one of them is the southern leg, and this actually is already built. It runs from Oklahoma to Texas, and it's also run by the same company proposing this new pipeline, TransCanada, a Canadian oil company. So that's the first part, and that already exists. And they wanted to build off of that a northern leg, and this would be 1,179 miles long, and it would go from Alberta, Canada to Nebraska, and it would kind of just connect the two parts. So it would connect the part that exists in the US to Canada. So they filed a permit, they tried to get a permit under the Obama administration, and it was denied. And they recently, since Trump has become president, tried to get a permit under his administration, which was granted. So this pipeline will carry 830,000 gallons of tar sand crude oil a day. And there's a difference between tar sand oil and crude oil. Tar sand oil is a bitumen or a petroleum oil, and it's much thicker, corrosive, and lighter, and more likely to spill than crude oil. And so when it spills, it's really volatile, and there's a huge risk of explosion. And so when this spills, it can destroy a ton of our agricultural land, and there's a big concern because the Keystone XL Pipeline, we're going over so much agricultural land, and when it spills, it could just be destroyed. Also, there's a environmental component, because obviously we want to move away from oil, but specifically from tar sand oil, it's really dangerous for the environment because it emits 17% more CO2 than regular crude oil, and that's a lot. That's 177 million metric tons of emissions more every year, which has the same impact as 37 million more cars on the road. This pipeline is really dangerous. It could destroy our environment. We're putting this much more CO2 into our atmosphere. We're letting all this oil travel that's more likely to spill, and when it does, we're destroying our agricultural land. Overall, this pipeline is going to destroy our environment. So it's time to stand up. It's time to do something. It is time to take a stance against things like this pipeline that have this huge impact on our environment.